We welcome you back into the LHSAA Network's Game of the Week here at Santa Ma. John F. Kennedy with the ball. If you were watching earlier, still tied up, 14 apiece, but a 45-yard run through the middle of the field by Amant Derensburg has JFK knocking on the door. So Santa Ma in the black, back on defense. Second down and 10 from the 22, and a timeout is called by JFK.
Like to continue to
so, Derry, while we were off the air, a 3 and out for the Gators of Santa Ma, and then JFK got the ball back. And Derensburg, I mean, I thought they had him wrapped up in the backfield, and like Houdini, he just powers past the line and got the top speed really quick.
Absolutely. Anytime you have a quarterback that can scramble and has the athletic ability that he has, no matter what kind of defense that you have, the perfect defense is not the perfect defense all the time, because he can break you down with his legs. If I'm Santa Ma, I'm going to look to get a spy in the game, bring down a strong safety to spy Derensburg to keep him from breaking that pocket. Because right now, I don't think he's going to hurt you throwing the football as much. He just missed a wide open wide receiver. So if I'm Santa Ma, maybe go in the second half or even the in-game adjusted, bring a safety down and see if you get a spy to keep him from breaking pockets.
In the season opener against Warren Easton out of the Catholic League, JFK won 36-26. Derensburg threw for 273 yards and 3 touchdowns and also had 79 yards rushing. Santa Ma opened up the season against Byrd at home. They were a 26-10 loser, trying to win their first game of the year and do it here at the pit. JFK ball on the 22-yard line. They had an awesome opportunity with an open receiver in the end zone, and James Evans was there. The pass from Derensburg was off the mark. Otherwise, we'd be looking at potentially a 21-14 game in favor of the Cougars.
Pipelines and TKO Construction Solutions. Once again, thank you.
Kingston Jones, number 12, at the top of your screen. Multiple touchdown catches on the year. Derensburg goes lateral. Flash to Strouder. Strouder knocked out of bounds.
Jonathan Strouder on the reception for the Cougars.
Right there, trying to get the screen to Strouder, gets upfield. Great play by number 21 to fill in the alley, making a great tackle.
And then Miette on the play for the Gators. Bring up third.
Miette on the tackle for Santa Ma.
For the Cougars.
Derensburg in his senior season. Walks back to the line. Not sure if he's changing the play.
No safeties in the middle of the field. Let's see if they attack it.
Derensburg with the pitch out, mishandled, and Santa Ma looking to recover. The Gators have it. I'm not sure if it was the pitch that wasn't on target, but that's a huge break for the Gators defense. Flag on the play as well in what looks like a turnover right around the 25-yard line.
If I'm JFK, I don't understand that play call, because you had an extra safety down in the box. Probably want to take an opportunity to try to attack the middle of the field. Anytime somebody's extra in the box, you do not want to run an option to that side of the field. So I don't understand that offensive play call. Maybe they're trying to use their speed and athleticism to get to the edge.
Dead ball, personal foul, number 14 black. Dead ball, personal foul, 16 white.
Personal foul against the Gators. Also personal foul against the Cougars.
Personal foul on
Here's a
the
closer
offense
look.
occurred first, so we'll administrate both penalties.
Ronald Guillory, number 14 for Santa Ma.
And right here, Santa Ma's defense, they outnumber JFK's offense and running an option to the wide side of the field. Again, you put yourself in a position not to be successful.
And then number 16, the wide receiver / kicker, Nayoon, in on the penalty as well. There's Coach Oliver getting clarification from our officials. Coach Oliver, 17 seasons strong at Santa Ma. Team that was a top 5 seed and a 10-game winner 1 year ago. And there was an awesome article in the paper this week about Oliver, who was previously an assistant at Tulane when Coach Linares Elpage was a quarterback and defensive back for the Green Wave. These two coaches know each other pretty well. So the turnover puts the ball in the hands of the Gators. They have it at the 29-yard line, and I think an offensive lineman moved a little early. Back-to-back penalties to slow our game a touch.
Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense.
Well, the defense caused that one. The encroachment will be 5 yards. So 1st and 5 coming up. Let's see if Santa Maria chooses to run here. Been a really sharp night, Derry, for the quarterback Cooper Babin, number 10 for Santa Maria. A pair of touchdown passes. Both these teams had 200 yards of offense through the first quarter.
Absolutely. Cooper Babin has been extremely efficient getting the ball to his wide receivers and letting them make plays.
Jaquan Gordon in the backfield finds room to run. He's got a 1st down and more. Gordon on the previous drive picked up a couple of 1st downs. Gets another one here.
Right here, running behind his guard and tackle. Simple power play, just out of the shotgun. Runs behind his pads, picks up a 1st down for the Santa Maria offense.
That's a Farm Bureau 1st down for the Gators. 3 wide, top of your screen. Babin was ready to have it, and then he'll go to the sideline and pick up another set. Kennedy with 7 men in the box. They'll rush 4. Babin down the field, wide open, but a little far. They lead the receiver. That one intended to Mayfield.
So Santa Maria is trying to attack this side of the field. They have no safety help. Looks like that time Timothy Johnson is stopped on his route. They're trying to go back to what had them success early in the game.
Cooper Babin's pass was intended for Timothy Johnson Jr.
Again, Johnson, the intended target. Offensive coordinator for Santa Maria is Seth Babin, the father of quarterback Cooper.
Jaquan Gordon off the right.
You got to be interested in what those dinner time conversations are like when it's just football, football, football. Be interesting to interview Babin. I'm sure he's got a very bright football mind. Looking towards the sideline, 2nd and 6 coming up with under 6 minutes remaining in the first half, and timeout called. We'll be back after this, tied up 14 apiece. It's Gator ball. Into Santa Maria, Louisiana, the pit, the setting for tonight's game between the Cougars and the Gators. 3rd and 6 for Babin. He rolls out from the 35 and throws it away. Nice coverage downfield by the defensive backs for John F. Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy made an adjustment that time, even though they have one hot safety. Typically, he was cheating towards the strong side of the field, but at that time, with Timothy Johnson Jr., the lone receiver, he cheated towards Johnson's way to make sure they don't hit another big play. Great job of that John F. Kennedy defense.
Cougars defense is giving up 23 points per game on average to start the season. They force the 3 and out there, though. They'll get the ball back. Fierro gets this one off with some coverage in front of him. Picking that one up, James Evans would have been better left to let it roll inside the 5. For his coaches, thankfully, he holds on to it.
You have a baby at the oven and it's hot, you tell them not to touch it, and they touch it anyway. That's what James Evans reminded me of.
Kicking team, the penalty of the administered from the end of the run.
A couple of face mask calls tonight, one on each team. JFK's offense has come to life. A couple of huge plays that they have scored on. 95 yards on a rush by Amant Darensburg, and then on special teams, a 95-yard kickoff return. Now the offense will strut back onto the field. Kind of a missed opportunity on that last drive. The fumbled pitch by Darensburg kept them out of the end zone.
And he, like you said, he missed a wide open receiver, something that he probably wishes he had back.
So 5:20 remaining here in the first half. Teams have Darensburg up to about the 25-yard line. Was going to say both teams have exhausted timeouts. Make that Kennedy has exhausted their timeouts. Darensburg picks up a couple of yards the hard way.
And Jacoby Davis, all in on the
like I said, for this Kennedy offense, obviously it's tough sledding, trying to get something through the air right now. I'm putting the ball in Darensburg's hands, do some type of quarterback powers, quarterback options to see if they can get him on the edge.
Hand off in the backfield to Amarian Brown. Trying to turn the corner right side. Stays on his feet. And he'll be knocked backwards, but that will move the chains. So Brown, the senior back.
Get your 50-50 tickets out, please. Get your 50.
Good job right here by Amarian Brown. Pressing the hole, didn't see anything in the A gap, bounced to the outside, and picked up a first down for the JFK offense.
Nahoon, the wide receiver, does a nice job of holding his man and allowing him to pick up those extra down yards. If you're a Kennedy fan, a nice long drive here to run out the clock and possibly pick up 3, maybe 6 points will be just what the doctor ordered. Darensburg to his left, into the flats to Brown. Brown bulldozes ahead up to about the 35-yard line.
Amarian Brown on the reception.
And that swing pass is just like a toss run pass. Obviously, you had trips to the left, throw a swing pass out there. The receiver was stalk blocking to see if they could pick up some yards.
Coach Elpage told us earlier this week that Brown is kind of the thunder and lightning. They've got 2 backs, and they really go to him. He's got speed. He's got size. The other tailback is Kenneth Chelsea, who's a speedy junior. We have not seen much from him tonight. Brown in the backfield right now for the Cougars.
5-2, 5-9.
Stagger wide receive set at the top of the screen. Darensburg, time to throw. Wanted to go downfield. He evades Gavin Carpenter, loses his footing, and almost connects with a man at the 45-yard line. He was looking for Strouder.
Absolutely. He had Strouder streaking down the field. Obviously, he broke pocket. Anytime you break pocket like that, the DBs have to communicate very great to make sure that you don't have receivers streaking down the field. Right here, you see him, he broke the pocket, didn't see anything downfield. Santa Maria did a great job keeping everything in front of him. Right there, they let Strouder go. It's a throw that he probably wish he can have back.
Strouder already has a touchdown on the kickoff return for 95 yards in the game. 3rd and long coming up, ball on the 35-yard line for the Cougars. Amani trying to get to the 43. Here comes the pressure. Up the middle, Jacoby Davis. This one's thrown up down the field. 50-50 ball, and it is caught. James Evans.
Amani Darensburg's pass is complete to James Evans.
Boy, these chunk plays for John F. Kennedy are certainly paying dividends right now. On 3rd and 8, to author something like that is just almost backbreaking.
Absolutely. Right here, Darensburg drops back, throws it up in the air. Anytime you see a possession like this and a throw like this, he trusts his receiver to go get it over the defensive back. Great play that time by Evans.
40 yards on the hookup between Darensburg and Evans. Whistles blow before that one gets into the hands of Brown, the tailback.
Timeout.
Timeout called by the Gators. Let's take another look at this play, because on 3rd and 8, you're not normally looking for the home run ball.
Absolutely not. But again, it's kind of just like a punt. Number 36 was in decent position, but a lot of times, even when you're in decent position, the perfect position sometimes can be invasive, especially if you have an athlete playing the wide receiver position. Great catch.
MMR, built from values and distinguished by tradition, bringing you our game tonight here in Ascension Parish. See, the stands are full, both teams with the bands. We're going to have a raucous halftime performance. Can't wait to see that. Terry, again, 2:25 left on the game clock, and Kennedy, they're going a couple of downs, and they're just kind of treading water, and then you unleash these 40-yard passes, and they continue to move the chains.
Absolutely. I think they're in a good position right now to see if they can punch it into the end zone or get some type of points before half. If I'm John F. Kennedy, I'm running the clock. I would not allow the Santa Monica offense to get another possession.
That looked like Evans was going to be stretched out for a cramp on the sideline, so not in the game here. 1st and 10, Darrensburg evades the rush, throws over the intended receiver, and it is caught. Flags fly. We'll see if this was a free play for the Cougars. Strouder brought that in.
We have a flag on the play.
He may have been able to get through the defensive line because of a hold.
Holding on the offense, number 62.
But he sure looks confident doing it.
Absolutely. Right here, keeps his eyes on the field, steps up in a pocket. Was almost past the line of scrimmage. But look, he's doing a great job of using his ability, breaking containment, keeping his eyes downfield, and trying to hit the open receiver.
Calvin Grant says, you're putting that on me? I mean, have you seen Jacoby Davis? This dude's like 6'3", 250.
He says, no way I was holding.
That'll back it to the 35-yard line. I like what I've seen of the sophomore Jacoby Davis, playing kind of nose guard right now for Santa Monica. Size, motor. I mean, he's like the guy who's spying Darrensburg. Basically, he's been after him on every play.
He uses his hands extremely well. For a D lineman, especially for a young D lineman, the way he uses his hands and his hands placement is extraordinary.
Now 1st and 20. Darrensburg rolls right. Threw off his back foot, and that one's out of bounds towards the far sideline. Nayoon, the kicker, ran into the metal bleachers. Let's hope he's okay. Nice show of sportsmanship. The opponent helped him up.
All right, breaking containment. Looks like he tried to throw that ball away. Didn't want to make a mistake. And for Santa Monica, anytime you play a quarterback that can run like he can, like the Michael Vicks, the Lamar Jacksons, as a D lineman, you don't want to get upfield. You want to stay in your lane and play containment football.
Darrensburg looking down the field. Wide open in the flat, and almost bringing it in is Strouder. If that one's a little more on the money, he can take that one and get vertical. Run into the end zone.
Right, Darrensburg drops back, rolls to the right, a little bit overthrown, but if it hits your hands, you have to catch it.
Now 3rd down and very long, 20 yards to go. On the last 3rd and 8, he hooked up with Evans. They went 40 yards on the 1st down catch. You know, we're in a position here where you don't have to get it all at once. 3rd and 20, maybe 10 yards here, and then you set up a 4th and more manageable. 5 wide set. Darrensburg, he's got protection, throws for the end zone, and this will head into the stands to the east of us.
Pass is incomplete.
So they took a shot.
They did.
Flag on the play.
This might back them up even further, though. A flag is on the play.
On the offense.
But I still believe it was 4th down territory. It was no need to take a deep shot down the field. Get something simple over the middle
Holding
and see if
on
you
the
can pick up
offense
some yards.
is declined.
So the hold on the offense will make it 4th. And the ball still at the 35-yard line. Coach L. Page talking with his coordinators on the sideline. Nice start to his career as the head man, 32-15 over 4 seasons at John F. Kennedy. 2023, they played Shaw in the playoffs. Coach Hank Tierney. Timeout called by Sanamaw with 1:58 remaining. Our game tonight brought to you by the LHSAA mobile app. You can download the mobile app to stay up to date with scores, schedules, news, and more. The LHSAA Live mobile app is your trusted source for all things LHSAA. Available in the Apple App Store and Android app on Google Play.
Peoples has them all been servicing the local area for over 70 years. Professional 3 or 4.
Nice crowd on hand. Gators and Cougar fans tonight at the pit.
It's like a barbecue pit because it's hot outside, Garrett.
Man, I love it, man. It is steamy out here,
Oh,
but it's a
man.
family atmosphere. You know, you got everybody with their pickup trucks, a little tailgating before the game. Kids are throwing footballs. I'd have been in my element, and I'm not going to say how many years ago it would have been, but we'd have been out here. So a short punt coming by Nayoon. Just got that one away after thinking about picking up some yardage. Hands team will down it inside the 5. So Sanamaw will have it, but with 1:45 remaining.
The 4-yard line where the Gators are first and 10.
Cooper Babin, one of our players to watch in tonight's ballgame, number 10, still just a junior, led his team to 10 wins a season ago.
Absolutely. As a quarterback, you want to have somebody that's composed and is a great leader, and that's what Cooper Babin possesses. Possesses 3-year starter, has great experience. Obviously led his team to a 10-2 record last year, and he has an upper hand. His father is the offensive coordinator, so I guarantee you they're going to go over some plays tonight and missed opportunities, and also congratulate him on the good things that he did accomplish as well tonight.
His father, Seth, played at Sanamaw and was a Southeastern Lion. Not that long ago, 2005, his dad was an NCAA football player. That's your era.
It was. I remember his dad in high school. Obviously, we didn't get a chance to play against each other in high school, but obviously every Friday night going and watch Sportsline, you'll see Seth Babin throwing the football all over the field. Incredible arm, incredible talent.
Now second down coming up, and the ball is on the 3. Got to be careful here because you want to go to the you'd love to go to the locker room with a lead here, but you certainly don't want to have a deficit because of a mistake.
No, absolutely. Like you said, you're backed up in your own end zone. Play it safe, play it smart. Try to get to halftime and make some adjustments.
Timeout, Gators.
Gators take their final timeout of the first half, and they will rally the troops on the sideline. With Babin's arm, you can pick up yards on chunk plays. I don't know how aggressive they're going to be here because, again, you don't want to turn it over and give JFK a chance to punch something in. Our game tonight brought to you by Coca-Cola, real magic. By MMR, building on a tradition of success. By Oshner and the Oshner Andrews Sports Medicine Institute. And by Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation, the voice of Louisiana agriculture. Fantastic looking Sanamaw Gator logo at midfield here at the pit. They have fostered a tradition of winning under Coach Oliver, and this could be a special season for them. They sure do have a tough run through their district with the likes of Dutchtown and others. Never easy. There's the big man. Again, Coach Oliver with a very healthy program here. The Gators with 1:02 remaining. We'll see how conservative they are. Backed up to the 3. Three wide set. Man in the backfield. Just a little run to room.
Trying the left side for the Gators.
That's Connor Darr, the senior.
Dominic Ruth.
Looks like they're going to run the clock out, bring it to the halftime.
3rd and 8 for the Gators.
So each team with back-to-back possessions where they could not score. JFK had their chances. Sanamaw got going early with a 68-yard touchdown pass to Tim Johnson to make it 7-0, but Kennedy was there to answer both times and tie it at 14. 25 seconds remaining. Babin on 3rd and 8. Hands off to Dar again. He's tackled in the backfield by Kennedy. That's Dominic Ruth, the junior. And I think the teams are just going to start walking towards their respective sidelines as the clock ticks away on our first 2 quarters of football. A good one between John F. Kennedy and Sanamaw, tied at 14 apiece. More explosive plays are on the docket. Don't go anywhere, folks. Halftime rolls after this.
The start of school means the start of new sports seasons, which unfortunately can mean injuries. Too often, sports injuries are treated with opioids, leading to addiction among our youth. And drug addictions can cause overdoses and deaths. If you're injured, ask your doctor for medicines and therapies that don't use opioids. And if you're struggling with opioid addiction, we can offer treatment. Opioid addiction is a losing game. You can help. Learn more at realhelpvr.com. That's realhelpvr.com.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it? Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute. There's a flag on the play!
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
We welcome you back to the LHSAA Network Game of the Week. Sanamaw and John F. Kennedy tied up at 14, and the Gator Marching Band getting ready to perform here to what looks like a sellout crowd. Earlier this week on the High School Spotlight, we got an update on football scores from around the boot and some volleyball updates. Let's take a look at the High School Spotlight here on the LHSAA Network.
Welcome back to the High School Spotlight. How about a volleyball match between city rivals to spice up our show? Parkview Baptist and University High both made playoff runs last fall, with the Cubs earning a top 10 seed under Benita Johnson. The Eagles were the number 3 overall seed and advanced to the state tournament semifinals. Here's an inside look at U High versus Parkview.
I thought our passing and serve receive started off a little bit slow in the first set. A little bit unsure of ourselves, communication, who's taking what, and then going into the second set, you could see that, there was a lot more communication on the court, a lot more aggression. Of course, we have Yana Times. Everybody knows about Yana. She's jumping out the gym, and she's doing a phenomenal job. She's getting better and better every single week, which we absolutely love.
I thought this match was definitely a pretty tough game. Glad we were able to push through it. So proud of us for sticking through, especially after the first set. We were a little unfocused, but I'm glad we were able to get back in it.
St. Augustine and Cecilia weren't originally scheduled to play week 2, but both coaches able to get a game together, and it sure was a doozy. Opening drive for the Purple Knights, it's going to be Keith Hill Jr., who glides past a couple of defenders and finds his way into the end zone for an early Purple Knights lead. The Bulldogs struggled with ball security, losing a fumble, and then we'll see Diesel Solari, the quarterback. He's going to drop back to pass, looking to give his team a spark. Throws it deep looking for a receiver, but he finds Frederick Lewis instead with the INT, and it was 14-0 St. Aug at this point. It looked like the Bulldogs were out of it, but right before half, Solari finds Brent Gordon in the end zone, and it's 33-14 at half. Cecilia would kick the ball off then And Raekwon Williams says, I'm going to take a note out of Solari's book, and he finds his way through a couple of defenders, and he is gone. Brings it all the way back for the score, and it would be Robert Valdez's men who get the win over Cecilia, 58-34.
Baton Rouge Magnet High hosted Madison Prep on Tuesday night in non-district action. Longtime Bulldogs coach Dana Cohn is excited for the returning letter winners and the chance to return to the playoffs in 2024.
We have a very strong senior class. Everybody on the court. I have 8 returning players. They're all seniors. Number 2, Estrella Vasquez, is a senior for us. She is our setter. She is a determined athlete.
I'm so happy about our win. I feel like we had really great energy, and it was genuinely so much fun. Today, we definitely had Sophie Levine, Sophia Lorenas, Delia Mullins, Amelia Brass. Like, I love playing with my team. They're my best friends on and off the court, and so I was so happy about the win.
I have high expectations. I think we're a really good team, and we have a lot of potential. I think as long as we just get our mindsets right and we have, the right maturity level on the court, as long as we have the right mindset, we can't get in our heads when we mess up. We just got to, keep a positive attitude. We have a really special connection. All of us are, we're like family. We're all like sisters.
The Gator Marching Band ready to get rolling here at the pit. We're tied up 14 apiece. Halftime rolls when we come back on the LHSAA network.
No one ever thinks they'll be in this position. Buying medication online could put you here, or here, or here. Counterfeit pills and other illicit substances are being laced with fentanyl, and fentanyl kills. It's 50 times stronger than heroin. Medical professionals can't even tell the difference between a real pill and one that is fake. At least not until they do your autopsy. Don't take anything online that doesn't come from your doctor. Buying online can leave you flatlined.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Love did this. This is love's fault, and it hurts. It's devastating. But you always come back for more. What else gets you up this early? What else makes you feel this wild, this ecstatic, this focused, this obsessed? Has to be love. It's in your soul, your head, your heart, your hands. You love the game. It's your nature. Nothing is more real.
We're back live at Sanama, Louisiana, Ascension Parish, for our Game of the Week on the LHSAA network. Now let's enjoy the sights and sounds of the Gator Marching Band for their halftime show.
We continue tonight's halftime with the Santa High School.
We'll be back right after this on the LHSAA
which is
Network.
made of all wind percussion.
Love did this. This is love's fault, and it hurts. It's devastating. But you always come back for more. What else gets you up this early? What else makes you feel this wild, this ecstatic, this focused, this obsessed? Has to be love. It's in your soul, your head, your heart, your hands. You love the game. It's your nature. Nothing is more real.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
So it's going to come down to this.
Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute. There's a flag on the play!
Two teams knotted up at 14 apiece. Santa Ma and John F. Kennedy here live from Santa Ma, Louisiana. Great games on tap that you can catch. The first on Game Time, brought to you by YourView. That game will be Shaw at Rummel tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, presented by McDonald's. Again, download the YourView app, watch the game for free. Shaw versus Rummel at Joe Yini Stadium. And then next Thursday, catch us on the LHSAA Network's Game of the Week as the Pios of Notre Dame and Louis Cook take on Catholic New Iberia Thursday, the 26th at 7 p.m. That's your LHSAA Network Game of the Week, available on the app and YouTube. Halftime coming to a close here. We are getting ready to kick things off. Darian and I will be back on the other side of this break here on the LHSAA Network.
The start of school means the start of new sports seasons, which unfortunately can mean injuries. Too often, sports injuries are treated with opioids, leading to addiction among our youth. And drug addictions can cause overdoses and deaths. If you're injured, ask your doctor for medicines and therapies that don't use opioids. And if you're struggling with opioid addiction, we can offer treatment. Opioid addiction is a losing game. You can help. Learn more at realhelpvr.com. That's realhelpvr.com.
So it's going to come down to this.
Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute. There's a flag on the play!
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
An electric halftime performance by the Sanama Marching Gator Band. Awesome to see it in person here. Welcome up high above in the press box. Garrett Walford, Derry Beckwith with you. Both teams about 200 yards of offense through the first half, tied up at 14 apiece. What stood out to you?
Obviously, for me, John F. Kennedy making something out of nothing. The quarterback did an outstanding job of making plays and using his feet, using his arm, breaking containment. For Sanama, I think they've been pretty balanced offensively and defensively. I think in the second half, they do need to make some adjustments defensively to contain the JF quarterback from breaking the pocket.
Speaking of the quarterback, Cooper Babin for Sanama got us off with an early touchdown to Tim Johnson, 68 yards. He loaded up here.
Absolutely. JFK was playing one high safety to the strong side of the field. They saw a matchup and they hit it. Touchdown, Tim Johnson.
I don't think we were a minute into the game, and Sanama had that early 7-0 lead, but then Darrensburg is going to turn on the Jets.
Absolutely. Darrensburg, this is an incredible run. Obviously, as a defense, you don't want to give with this run. But again, he made an incredible play, got to the end zone, almost a 98-yard run. Touchdown.
Incredible offering there by a mighty Darrensburg. You see the emphatic fist pump, but Babin's got him right back in the end zone here.
Same play that they got Tim Johnson on. Hits the receiver again for another touchdown.
Reed Myers on the 29-yard catch, and then this kickoff return didn't start well, but it ended good.
Absolutely. Anytime the ball hits the ground, the kickoff team has to stay in their lanes. They didn't do that. Guy made an incredible play. Touchdown, John F. Kennedy, 14-14.
Jonathan Strouder, 2 plays, 95 yards to make it 14-0. Our game's only turnover here by Darrensburg on the pitch.
Absolutely. Obviously, running this option to the wide side of the field when it has somebody in the box is something you want to take back.
Another 40-yard hookup on 3rd down moves the chains, but they weren't able to punch it in. And that's the tale of our first 2 quarters of play. Chance to look at our statistics, Derry, and I think they're pretty much a wash. Penalties a little high for both teams.
Absolutely. I think they want to correct it at halftime with the penalties. Obviously, you see the rush yards from John F. Kennedy. A chunk of that came from the 98-yard run. Passing yards goes to Sanama of 128. Obviously, those 2 long passes came from that as well. Both teams need to clean up a few things to try to execute at a more high level in the second half.
Credit Cooper Babin in the season opener against Byrd. 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Today it's Sanama winning the turnover battle. They forced 1. We've got kickoff for the second half when we return here on the Game of the Week by LHSAA Network.
No one ever thinks they'll be in this position. Buying medication online could put you here, or here, or here. Counterfeit pills and other illicit substances are being laced with fentanyl, and fentanyl kills. It's 50 times stronger than heroin. Medical professionals can't even tell the difference between a real pill and one that is fake. At least not until they do your autopsy. Don't take anything online that doesn't come from your doctor. Buying online can leave you flatlined.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Love did this. This is love's fault, and it hurts. It's devastating. But you always come back for more. What else gets you up this early? What else makes you feel this wild, this ecstatic, this focused, this obsessed? Has to be love. It's in your soul, your head, your heart, your hands. You love the game. It's your nature. Nothing is more real.
years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Love did this. This is love's fault, and it hurts. It's devastating. But you always come back for more. What else gets you up this early? What else makes you feel this wild, this ecstatic, this focused, this obsessed? Has to be love. It's in your soul, your head, your heart, your hands. You love the game. It's your nature. Nothing is more real.
It's the game of the week on the LHSAA Network. Sanama and John F. Kennedy tied at 14 apiece. Garrett Wolver, Gary Beckwith with you for today's broadcast. Glad you're with us on the LHSAA Network. Fantastic first half for mighty Darrensburg of Kennedy. 150 yards rushing, 56 yards passing. He got his team into the end zone. I'm excited to see what they've got on tap for the second half.
Absolutely. You can expect a lot more Darrensburg in the second half of the JFK offense. I think they're going to put the ball in his hand, have some RPOs, see if they can get something through the passing game, but obviously they haven't had the passing game tonight because of the feet of Darrensburg.
Speaking of passing game, Cooper Babin has had a great night for Sanama. Already 128 yards passing, no turnovers, and 2 touchdowns. Timothy Johnson has been his lead target, already 76 yards for number 2 and a touchdown catch.
He said the key thing about Cooper Babin, no turnovers. Anytime a quarterback doesn't have turnovers, you always put yourself in a great position offensively to be successful and score points.
I know this is about running your offense, but are they also talking about pride down there? Hey, you know, we're trying to win our first home game of the year. We can't let JFK, a 3A team, come in here and push us around.
Absolutely not. Look, it's a home game. You're in the pit. You want to do everything that you can to get a victory, because one win can basically help you take that next step and get better each and every game.
They do have a challenging schedule. Taking on Scotlandville next. JFK is going to the North Shore, I believe, to take on St. Paul's, who had 10 wins a year ago. But we're ready to get going here in the third quarter, and JFK will receive. Great Friday night of football on tap tomorrow. You can watch Friday Night in the Boot, our scoreboard show, and see all the scores and highlights. This one's fielded at the 22-yard line for JFK, and a little room to run by Chelsea. The backup running back, Chelsea, still on his feet at the 20 and drugged down by a considerable gain. Huge play to lead the third quarter.
Chelsea brings it all the way back to the 15.
Great return that time by Chelsea, but looks like it's going to be negated with another holding penalty on Kennedy.
Coach talked to us about Chelsea. He said him and Omarion Brown, it's like thunder and lightning, and Chelsea's the guy with the lightning speed.
Great move at that time on the kicker, but obviously wish he can have that one back, but it looks like it's going to come back with the holding penalty.
Well, coming out of the locker room, that's exactly what you didn't want for the special teams of Sanama. But like you said, could be negated by the flag.
A lot of times these holding penalties are behind the ball as well. As a blocker, once you see the defender is hip to hip or past you, there's no reason for you to block, because when you continue to block like that, things like this happen.
During the return, we have holding on number 1 on the receiving team. We have a sideline interference on the home team.
First sideline warning that we have seen. Number 1, Ernest Lyons, the senior cornerback, called for the hold on the return. So Sanama backing up off the sideline a bit. You see the assistant coaches making sure they're in compliance now. And with that sideline warning, they're going to move the ball up towards Sanama's side of the field. We'll see where they place it. I think this ball is going all the way up to the 40.
If it's a sideline warning, it's still a penalty. If it's just a warning,
this ball is going to be in between the 44 and 45 yard line. So starting.
Oh, okay. sideline interference, not sideline warning. Am I correct? Maybe somebody on the sideline tried to run on the field, make a tackle.
That's a good way to lose your locker. Coach L. Page walking the sidelines for JFK, now in his 5th season. Amani Darensburg with 150 yards rushing already in the first half. Deep in the shotgun. Play clock at 13. 4 wide set now, and looks like the offense is ready to roll. Cut by Chelsea, and he's brought down. They'll lose a yard. There's Coach L. Page. He told me that when they were playing at Tulane, of course, Coach Oliver, who was there as an assistant, was on the defensive side. He said, I've been trying to beat this guy for years. You know, this is an amazing thing. We've had this back and forth relationship. They said they have just kept in touch over the years. In the last 2, they have been playing against each other on the gridiron.
I think that's why you get to coaching. Coach is more than just wins and losses. When you can see a former player now living out his dream, living out his purpose, is always a great feeling.
Kenneth Chelsea in at tailback, comes out of the backfield. Darensburg over the middle, through the hands of Strouder. That ball had some zip on it.
It did. That's the catch that Strouder has to make. Obviously, they did a 12-yard dig over the middle of the field. Again, Santa Maria has 2 high safeties. Led the receiver perfectly. Just went right through his hands. That's a catch that he has to make.
Darensburg does have 56 yards passing, but he's done most of the work with his legs. Now 3rd and 12, trying to move the chains. The ball on the 46. Evans and Kingston Jones flying down the field. Darensburg wants to step up, left side. Don't think he's got enough to move the chains as he's forced out near sideline.
Trying the left side for the Cougars. Evan Williams on the
Here's a closer look on replay.
Absolutely. Looks like that time Santa Maria kept a spy to make sure he doesn't break containment, break pocket. Obviously did a great job of forcing him out of bounds for a 4th and short. But as a spy, one thing you don't want to do is give the quarterback cushion. You want to press up in that gap to give yourself enough room to come down and make the tackle. That time as a spy gave him a little bit too much space to pick up positive yards.
Kenneth Chelsea, the junior tailback, 5'8", 160 on the left hip of Darensburg. 4th and 4. Darensburg plowing forward. I think Santa Maria got the stop.
Darensburg, a keeper up the middle.
Stop made by Andon Miette.
Jacoby Davis and crew on the play.
Right here looks like trying to run an option to the wide side of the field. Darensburg decided to keep it. And I would not run up the middle with number 26. He's been making plays all night long. The main man, Jacoby Davis.
So a turnover on downs for JFK. They have not scored in 3 possessions. Here's Santa Maria. They'll try and take their 3rd lead of the game. It was 7-0, 14-7, and now tied up 14 apiece. A run into the line for minimal gain.
It's going to be interesting to see if this JFK's defense is rolling their coverage towards Timothy Johnson. They did it towards the end of the first half. They started rolling their coverage towards Johnson. Let's see if they do that on this possession. If they don't, will Santa Maria take advantage of that?
In the first game against Byrd, Cooper Babin threw for over 200 yards and a touchdown. Play action pass. That ball looked like it could have been intercepted. The official says no on the near sideline. I think that's the right call. Jalen Perkins, a sophomore defensive back, got his hands on it.
That time a little toss route. Right in his hands, the catch that Santa Maria has to make.
Quentin Elisar couldn't bring it in. Now 3rd and long coming up. They'll need 9 yards to move the sticks. Babin surveys the line. Trip wide receivers, bottom of your screen. Here come 4 down linemen. And now a 5th. Little screen never materializes in 4th down. Some pretty intense pressure by the D-line of Kennedy.
Great job that time by John F. Kennedy's defense. Obviously, Santa Monica tried to get the screen. The defensive lineman did a great job of getting penetration and getting to that throwing window. Right here, obviously, try to get the screen. Great job, number 44, getting that passing window. Cooper Bagman overshot his running back. Turnover downs for this Kennedy defense.
We seem to be calling out a lot of sophomores tonight on both sides of the ball. That was Grayson Powell, number 44. Kick is away. Looking to come away with it is James Evans. And they're just going to let this one bounce as it heads back towards the 40.
It shows that both programs are in great shape. If you're mentioning a bunch of fresh sophomores and juniors, that means these programs are in great shape for the near future.
Got a chance now to tell you about the High School Spotlight. In its 2nd season, it airs live on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on the LHSAA Network Live channel. The High School Spotlight features all of the top stories in high school athletics from around the state in every sport. Amant Darrensburg in his senior season, just his 2nd year as a starter, used to be a defensive back for JFK. Led them to 10 wins a season ago. Now back out trying to move the offense down the field and break this tie. Pretty good run off the near sideline. This is Nayoon, the kicker, who's such a valuable wide receiver target. He took a lateral pass and turned it up the field in a hurry.
Great job that time by Nayoon on the screen pass. Got behind his offensive lineman, cut up field. Well, last time you see a kicker be that effective offensively. Great job by Nayoon that time.
It's a 35-yard catch, and he did most of the legwork. That's a Farm Bureau 1st down deep into Santa Monica territory. So now Darrensburg with a little breathing room. 1st and 10 from the 28. Handoff in the backfield. This is Omarion Brown back in the game, and he is swallowed up on defense. Nice job on the penetration by Evan Williams, the senior linebacker.
Evan Williams on the play for the Gators.
Player down on the field right around the 25-yard line for Santa Monica.
A lot of cramps tonight.
Holding on number 64 in the offense. Is that your spot?
Take a look at the middle of your screen, Derry.
Great job by Evan Williams scraping as a linebacker, getting off a block, making a play. Textbook tackle, textbook play by Evan Williams.
Henry Frazier, the senior, called for the hold.
Well, is that Pelican Point? We invite you to visit for our fresh produce, premium meat department, and a great bakery.
Our game tonight brought to you by Power Hour. Make sure to tune in on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. as the LHSAA Network brings you Power Hour, an in-depth look at influential figures in high school sports in Louisiana. The show dives deep into the careers and moments of each guest as we feature those who have been the pillars in the Louisiana high school landscape. Derry, we put a lot of those out on the airwaves. One of my favorite had to be the one with Tyrus Thomas, guy that was on LSU's campus while you were there.
Check your programs, please. Number 8.
You can be on the lookout for these Power Hours on demand soon in the LHSAA Network app. So Amant Darrensburg back out on the field for Kennedy. After the holding penalty, it'll be 1st and 20. Ball's on the 38. Big moment for Santa Monica's defense here. If you can get a stop, you're really starting to mess with the confidence. Taking around from the right end and picks up 8 yards.
Again, that time, it's a quarterback sweep off the edge for this Kennedy offense. Lead blocker gets upfield, picks up 8 yards.
Gavin Carpenter in on the stop. Had a long way to trot to catch up with him. Got 8 yards back, still 2nd and 12 for the Cougars. Omarion Brown offset back, low snap, ball still in play. Darrensburg looking for a receiver, cuts through a couple of defenders, he's got the 1st down. Darrensburg up to the 20 and finally brought down by Evan Williams. something out of nothing as they move the chains. Those are the kind of plays that make your head, the hair fall out of your head when you're the defensive coordinator.
Absolutely, and sometimes too, even though it's a fumble snap, it kind of puts them at an advantage because now the DBs are scrambling all over the place. But he does a great job of keeping his eyes downfield and making another big play with his legs.
2 plays in a row by Darrensburg. That'll make it 1st and 10, ball on the 18. Jones at the bottom of your screen. They'll go top this time. 1v1 coverage and sneaking it into the hands of number 4, James Evans. Touchdown, Kennedy. He did a 180 on his route, came back and got it. First passing touchdown of the night for Amant Darrensburg, and Kennedy's got the lead, 20-14.
A great throw and catch right there. Right here, drops back shoulder fade. Defender doesn't get his head around. Great play by Evans. Kennedy takes the lead, 20-14.
Just snuck it in there. 18 yards on the pickup. Extra point is up and good. 21-14. John F. Kennedy with the lead here in the 3rd quarter. Our game tonight is brought to you by Coca-Cola, Real Magic. By MMR, building on a tradition of success. By Ochsner and the Ochsner Andrews Sports Medicine Institute. And by Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation, the voice of Louisiana agriculture. Well, the LHSAA network is bringing you this game live and in high definition. Look at that. Beautiful night. Was it a super moon the other night? I think it hung around because, man, just a fantastic shot by our camera crew here on the network down in South Louisiana. You don't think John F. Kennedy's pumped up right now?
Absolutely. Now the momentum is on their side. It's up to Santa Monica to come back and respond strong offensively and see if they can drive the ball down the field and come up with some points. I'm extremely impressed, though, with Darrensburg. He's keeping his composure, not letting the turnovers or the penalties affect him. Great job of getting the ball in the end zone.
A big part of that drive was the catch by the kicker, number 16, Nayoon. 35 yards on the pickup, and that allowed them to throw the pass to James Evan in the end zone. Puts a boot into this one, and it'll find the end zone. Touchback. If you're Santa Monica, I want to see more Cooper Babin taken to the air. He did a nice job just connecting on passes, very rarely missed in the first half. He's an impressive young guy.
He is. I think you got to put the ball in his hands. Get a bit more creative offensively with your route tree as well. Get you some shallow crosses, underneath routes, things of that nature. Kind of mix up offensively because Kennedy's defense is pretty vanilla. So I think if you get a little more exotic offensively, you could pick up some yards.
Number 6, Connor Darr in the backfield with Babin. 4 wide set, quick slant, far sideline. That'll go for 2 yards. Caven Taylor with a reception. Tackle by Anthony Augustin, the junior cornerback. One possession game in Santa Monica, content to let the clock run a little bit. They're being very deliberate with their play calling here. 2nd and 7. Hand off to Darr. Darr will be brought down by Amari Lewis.
That time Santa Monica try to get something up the middle with the power play. They have had success run that power play behind their guard and tackle, pick up positive yards and gets them in a 3rd and short situation.
We'll be back after this. More second half action on the network.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
At Ochsner, We know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Sandoval offense back out on the field now, trailing 21-14 on their home field. Cooper Babin drops back in the shotgun, fires a dart over the middle. That'll move the chains. Intended target, Reed Myers, already has one touchdown catch tonight.
That's for Jones Construction Solutions, first down.
And again, right there, they got a little more creative offensively, send the guy into motion, call it a jet motion. When you do motion like that, you kind of get the defense off guard, and their eyes getting all over the place. Great pickup and first down by the Sandoval offense.
That's a Farm Bureau first down for the Gators. I like Myers, about 5'10", 160. He's a guy who gets up to top speed pretty quickly. Connor Darr plows forward for positive yards. About 2nd and 8 coming up for the Gators.
It's just important that the Sandoval offense stays consistent offensively. Try not to get ahead of yourself. Stay patient. Obviously, in third quarter, you're only down 7 points.
Attention, James Everett. If you're on a blue GMC, please move your vehicle now. James Everett, please move.
2 wide receivers up top, 2 on the bottom. Babin passing down, hangs in the pocket, splits the defenders, and it'll be an incomplete pass. Intended for Quentin Elliser.
Incomplete. Intended for Quentin Elliser.
That time Kennedy got some pressure to got Babin out of pocket. Kept his eyes down the field, but unfortunately couldn't make the connection.
We've seen the guys on the line like Grayson Powell and Kellen Hall, the big senior, number 99, get in on some plays. Babin working now, 3rd and 7. Defense forces him from the pocket. He'll take it himself, tries to get the angle, and we'll see the spot. He's about 1.5 yards shy.
Right, Cooper Babin, they bring a pressure up the middle with the inside linebacker. Got flushed by the pocket, kept his eyes down the field, picked up positive yards. One thing Cooper Babin can do is run the football. I would like to see him use his legs a little bit more tonight to see if he can make something happen.
I think if this is the NFL and you had instant replay, they might take a closer look at that spot. But other than that, just another good run from the left side by Babin. John F. Kennedy will get the ball back here. The senior kicker, Vieira. Time is called. Take the timeout by Sandoval. And the teams will head to their respective sidelines.
In a game like this, you don't want to waste timeouts on special teams. That's something that needs to be corrected.
Well, if you're Sandoval, I mean, it's 4th and 1. It's a long one, but you're still on your side of the field. Do you gamble here? I mean, you're trailing by 7, but there's still a quarter to go.
I mean, I guess you on your side of the field. At this point, down 7, I would go for it. I don't see why they'll waste a timeout. Maybe they're going to discuss going forward at some point, because you don't want to get this ball back into Kennedy's hands, because if they go up 2 scores, now you put yourself in a deficit that may be hard to overcome.
Well, Sandoval passes it as well as anybody. I would feel good about their chances if they were down 2 to still be able to air it out and score. Babin will take the offense back out on the field.
And again, I think it was still a waste of timeout. I think you have to have the decision if you're going to go for it before you bring your special teams on the field.
Coach Elpage has his defense on the field. No one is back deep. Could this probably be a pooch kick by Babin? They need 1 yard. Babin takes off forward. He's got it. First down up to midfield. And they're fired up on the Gators sideline.
First down, Gators.
Looks like that time they put Connor Dorr at running back, the Wildcat. Ran right up the middle, picked up the first down.
Nice job by Dorr, the senior. Those are the calls that make you look like a genius. They exploited something.
Absolutely.
So new life for Sanama at midfield. Dar again busts into the line and will finally have his momentum stopped. Whistles blow.
Kennedy Tyler and Kellen Hall on the play for the Cougars.
Dar looking to the sidelines. They're going to bring in number 30, Jaquan Gordon, the sophomore back. Some success running the ball for Sanama, and down by just one score. Let's see if they continue to run the rock. 2nd and 8 from the 48. Four wide set, Kennedy with 4 down linemen. No real pressure on Babin. Throws down the field. That ball is up, deflected, and caught. Interception. Ernest Lyons. Lyons running the length of the field. He's past the 40. He's up to midfield and finally brought down. First interception of the night for Sanama, and Lyons makes them pay. No flags on the field. That return will stick. What a play by Ernest Lyons, the Alcorn State commit.
Absolutely. Went back to the same play, obviously. They don't have safety help over the top to try to go back to the play, but great job by Lyons. Making a great play, picking up positive yards after the interception as well, and gets his ball back into the plus side of the field, 50-yard line for this Kennedy offense.
What made it pop up in the air?
Looks like it hit off the wide receiver's foot.
It went off Elisar's leg, popped up, and the star shooting guard for their basketball team, Lyons, came away with the INT. Here's Amani Derensberg, makes a cut, stays on his feet for a first down, and 2 players for the Gators drop him.
On the keeper on the left side.
You can kind of sense that the interception kind of deflated Sanama a little bit. It looks like Kennedy has that momentum going. Looks like Dansberg is down with some cramps. Obviously, it's a warm night. You want to make sure you stay hydrated as much as possible.
Hopefully Derensberg, who is a big key for the Kennedy offense, is just dealing with a cramp. Closer look at this interception. The coverage by Lyons, and it goes off the left shin of Elisar. Johnny on the spot.
It was like a David Beckham soccer kick off his leg. What they call it, the bicycle kick, and then written right to Lyons' hands.
And then look at the job that Kennedy's team is doing on defense to clear some lanes for Lyons to get a long return.
Absolutely. And look, that's the defensive back dream to return it back for a touchdown, and did a great job of picking up yards.
So Derensberg will come out of the game on offense. It is first down after his run. Currently has 189 rushing yards, 110 passing. He's 1 yard shy of 300 on the night. His team has the 1 touchdown lead, and it looks like they were headed for more, but he's going to the sidelines. Earlier tonight, Derry, they put the ball in the hands of James Evans, kind of like a wildcat quarterback. See if they'll do the same tonight.
Absolutely. And look, if Evans is at a quarterback, I don't think he's looking to throw the football. If he sees the first lane, he's taking off.
Evans with a 4 wide set. Man in the backfield is Omarion Brown. Make that Kenneth Chelsea. Chelsea in the backfield. First pitch, Evans down the field, underthrew him by a touch. That's Kingston Jones. Oh, poor guy. Tripped up on a mat. The first play of the season against Warren Easton, Evans was in at quarterback and threw a touchdown to Jones. He would later catch 2 touchdowns in that game. Evans, certainly a primetime performer for Kennedy Cougars.
Sanama's done a good job then on Kingston Evans, kind of limiting his playmaking ability. It's been kind of quiet tonight. Obviously, with Dansberg running the ball over the field, didn't really need him that much tonight, so it looks like they're trying to get him involved in their game plan.
It is interesting that Evans threw on that first attempt there. You're assuming we're either going to run left or run right. They've been running so much. He's in the shotgun again. Evans tries to turn the corner. They can't seal it, and he'll be brought down by Evan Williams at the line of scrimmage. Boy, Evan Williams is dynamic. This guy's been all over the field tonight for Sanama.
Absolutely great pursuit by the Sanama defense, getting 11 guys to the football.
Third down coming up. They still need 10 yards. Ball on the 37-yard line. Williams in his senior season for the Gators. And the big man in the middle, Jacoby Davis, he's been wreaking havoc from that nose guard spot. Looks like Darrensburg is back out on the field after being stretched out with some cramps. On 3rd and 10, what kind of magic does he have dialed up? Here comes the blitz. Steps up. He's got a first down, cuts up the far sideline, and brought down inside the 20. It can't be that easy.
It is that easy. The reason it's that easy, when you have a running quarterback, one thing you do not want to do is blitz, because now you create lanes. And if you blitz, you're not in the exact lane, that's exactly what happens. So you want to play a base defense, have 3 or 4 down linemen, protect your lane, protect your lane integrity is what you call it. But if you blitz and you get out your lane, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Over 200 yards rushing tonight, and we're not even in the 4th quarter. Darrensburg back out on the field. They got it up to the 18-yard line. 3 wide receivers bottom of your screen. That's Kingston Jones at the top. Flags fly, maybe illegal motion. And it is on JFK. That'll back him up 5 yards to the 23.
I'm gonna take a wild guess. They had Kingston Evans one-on-one at the bottom of the screen. I'm pretty sure they're gonna take a shot towards his way. I could be wrong though. Let's see.
Chelsea's in the backfield again, the junior tailback. And if they wanted to pitch out towards the left, come near sideline, they've got a lot of room to run.
And Evans they have no safety help to Evans' side.
The officials blow the whistle. I don't know if timeout was called. Clock runs out on the 3rd quarter. John F. Kennedy with the lead, and they're looking for a little lanyap here in Sanama. We'll be back on the LHSAA network after this quick break.
Conveniently located on Airline Highway, and that Highway 74.
The start of school means the start of new sports seasons, which unfortunately can mean injuries. Too often, sports injuries are treated with opioids, leading to addiction among our youth. And drug addictions can cause overdoses and deaths. If you're injured, ask your doctor for medicines and therapies that don't use opioids. And if you're struggling with opioid addiction, we can offer treatment. Opioid addiction is a losing game. You can help. Learn more at realhelpvr.com. That's realhelpvr.com.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute. There's a flag on the play!
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farmers.
We welcome you back in. Amant Darrensburg is swallowed up on a sack, and that'll be intentional grounding to start the 4th quarter. A wall of Gators came after him, and that's probably going to be a loss of down.
Personal foul, face masking on the defense.
Wow.
If you don't put your hands down.
Is the call against the Gators.
The officials from the South Louisiana region taking control of the ball game. So what we thought was intentional grounding ended up being face mask. Here's a look.
So let's take a look to get pressure up the middle. Right there, yeah, he did grab him. Looks like number 38 got him on the face mask before he's able to throw that ball in the ground.
Anthony Salzarulo and the officials conferring. The 25-yard line. John F. Kennedy with a touchdown lead to start the 4th quarter.
Right there, got him in the face mask. Obviously, that penalty was before the intentional grounding, so that's going to overrule anything that happened after that.
The officials, again, making sure that they get the right call. This has been a very compelling matchup between these two teams. We hit a lull in the 3rd quarter where it was kind of 3 and out, 3 and out. And now it looks like we've got some more scoring on tap.
This is a big possession for the Sanama defense. Obviously, you want to do everything you can possibly to keep this Kennedy offense out of the end zone, because now you go up. If you give them the end zone, they go up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
The Cougars now have the ball inside the red zone. Ball is on the 11-yard line of Sanama. Over 200 yards rushing on the night for Amani Derensburg. He's thrown for 110. He has a fresh set of downs. They can get to the corner of the end zone. And Evans almost came away with that ball. He had to push off on Caleb Ricks, who's got a certain size advantage. Pass goes incomplete.
Good play call by the Kenyon offense. Looked like they tried to do a wheel route from the slot, but it's something they haven't shown all night. I thought he had it in his hands, but great play by Ricks, fighting through that ball and knocking it out of his hands.
I think after Derensburg got the ball away, 38, Sal Zarullo got him a pretty good shot, but he is back up. 2nd and 10 from the 11. Timeout called by JFK, and an opportunity to go up 2 scores. You want to make sure and get the call right here. I understand.
And obviously, Kennedy offense, they smell blood in the red zone.
Let's take a look at our next game coming up on the LHSAA Network Game of the Week. Notre Dame and the Pios taking on Catholic New Iberia this Thursday, September 26th at 7 p.m. We hope you'll join us and spread the news about the LHSAA Network Game of the Week. Terry, that should be a good one, if only for the fact that we're going to eat real good while we're out there in Cajun country, man. I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to the boudin. So my stomach not looking forward to it, but my mouth is.
2 quality programs. There's Coach L. Page in the middle of your screen, now in his 5th season with Kennedy. They're looking to go 3-0 for the 2nd season in a row. His only loss in the regular season last year came to Sanama, 20-14. Chance for a little revenge here. It's time for the Gators defense to get tough right here. They're backed up deep in their own territory. Count now 2nd and 4 from the 11.
And if I'm Kennedy, it's 4th down territory. You have Kingston Jones at the bottom of your screen. 1-on-1, throw it up. Let's see what we can get.
Derensburg, I think it's a direct snap to him, and he's thinking about running with it. Flags fly from the back judge as Derensburg goes down shy of the 5. Wow, on 2nd and 4, that's almost a backbreaker. Backing them up 10 yards.
Evan Williams and DJ Schoenberg.
And I understand that Derensburg has been picking up yards tonight, but he's been picking up rushing yards when the play breaks down. Obviously, he really hasn't been too effective running the football. The holding penalties right here. Obviously, try to get a quarterback ISO. They call it a quarterback ISO. The fullback never were able to lead up the block. So again, you have one of the top receivers in the state, 1-on-1 in coverage. Throw the ball up and see what can happen.
I think Frazier got called for the hold, but Kylie Green had one as well. Nice job by the officials to pick that up. So Derensburg now looking at a 2nd and 13. The ball's on the 21-yard line. 3 wide, top of your screen. Derensburg with 1 passing touchdown on the night. Looking for another here. Corner of the end zone. Strouders got it. Touchdown, John F. Kennedy. Strouder with his 2nd touchdown of the evening. 1 on kickoff return. This one in the end zone, and it's 27-14.
Good job right there, time by Derensburg. Throwing the ball up to Strouder. Hit a corner route from the slot. Beat the defender. And got to the end zone. Obviously, I thought they were going to go to the main man, Jones, but went opposite direction. Great play call. Touchdown, John F. Kennedy.
Got by his defender, all alone in the corner of the end zone. He's not going to drop that one. See a flag on the field. It's in the end zone prior to the extra point.
I think they may call it excessive celebration.
We'll wait for the call by the official.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on number 6.
So Strouder a little too emphatic in his touchdown celebration. We can give you a look at it after the kick. Still 10.5 minutes remaining in this game, Derry. If you're Santa Maria, you don't have to panic or press that button, but I'll tell you what, you got to score on this next drive.
You do, and you have to do some type of hurry up offense because you don't want to keep bleeding the clock. Because you keep bleeding the clock, it doesn't work to your advantage.
Nayoon on to kick. He's been doing it for 3 years, and everything has looked that good. Kennedy doubles up Santa Maria, 28-14 on their home field. Jonathan Strouder, the senior, called for excessive celebration.
Gets in the end zone. Let's see exactly what happened after the play. Fake the hamstring. Did a little bump.
Exciting moment for the Cougars and their fans who have made the trip up from NOLA.
I guess I danced too if I drove from New Orleans on a Thursday. Can't get in the end zone, so.
John F. Kennedy, their band, they brought everybody. They have been getting it tonight. It's been a nice matchup between them and the Gator Marching Band. Has kept it lively here. They've got a 2-touchdown lead and a whole lot of momentum. Both of these programs looking to take the next step in 2024. JFK was in the quarterfinals the last 2 years running under Coach L. Page. And Santa Maria would like to get back to the semifinals and have a chance to go to the Dome. They have not played for a state championship since 1956 when they took on Faraday.
That's a long time, Gary.
I certainly think they've got the talent and the offense to do it. We're still early on in the season here in non-district play. All these teams have a chance to develop. But I think Kennedy's got to feel good about their chances here with just over 10.5 remaining. That one's fielded by Timothy Johnson Jr. He's got 1 touchdown tonight on a catch. He'll get slammed out of bounds to JFK's sideline. Nice return by Johnson. The senior against Byrd had 8 catches for 92 yards and a touchdown. He had our first score of the night, a 68-yard catch from Cooper Babbitt.
It's important for the Santa Maria offense, obviously, like I said, being down 2 scores. Probably want to get into some type of hurry of offense, see if you can strike quick, get a deep shot down the field. Again, deep shot down the field, you have a high probability of getting a completion or pass interference. So let's see if they can take a deep shot right now.
Babbitt, quick slant, caught at the 40, driven backwards, but that's 7 yards on the pickup to Elisar. I like that. You don't have to go for the home run ball on the first down. You keep making quick passes like that, picking up 5+ yards every time. You got a chance to inject yourself back into the game. Babbitt, near sideline. Here's a little run to Johnson. Timothy Johnson will move the chains. I love those players that look like they're getting stronger as the game goes on.
Absolutely. A little quick screen out to wide receiver, gets upfield, gets great positive yards for the Santa Maria offense.
That's a Farm Bureau first down for the Gators. 3 successive plays in a row. They have moved deep into Kennedy territory. Babbitt's got Jaquan Gordon flashed out to the right. 2 defenders converge on him. He'll barely get back to the line of scrimmage on that hookup.
Good pursuit that time from that Kennedy defense, making sure that it's not running back to get upfield and turn their shoulders.
Dominic Ruth and Grayson Powell have been busy on the line tonight for Kennedy. Ruth goes 5'10", 225. He's a junior on the end. Handoff to Gordon brought down on 3rd and 12, a running play to the middle of the field.
Now it's been down 2 scores, running the football may not be ideal right now because you're letting the clock run, and not only letting the clock run, you're putting yourself behind the sticks on 3rd and 12.
Babin calling for it. Still just 3 down linemen for JFK. They'll move Connor Darr to the right of Babin. Comes out from behind the line. That one's thrown into double coverage intended for Elisar. 4th down coming up now for the Gators. 8:13, and you know that JFK can move the ball. I think you go for it here.
Oh, yeah, you have no choice but to go for it. Down 2 scores, you have to have some type of sense of urgency. Obviously, that they let the play clock run down way too low on their last possession.
The winning number for tonight's 4th quarter gift certificate. Check your program,
Kennedy was pretty close on that deflection to having another interception.
59 in your program.
They got single coverage at the bottom of the screen with Tim and Johnson. Let's see if they go the direction.
59.
The safety doesn't cheat towards that way.
Johnson, the leading receiver at the top of your screen, whistles blow.
Play a game, offense.
Delay a game is a call against the Gators.
I think 4th and 12 now becomes 4th and 17 for Santa Ma. They're going to keep the offense out there, though. Here's Babin trying to move the chains. Evades some pressure. Takes a shot towards the end zone, into a crowd, and it's brought down for the first down. Santa Ma! Are you kidding me? The catch by Caven Taylor moves the sticks.
Good job this time by Cooper Babin, avoiding the rush. He broke some ankles in the process, throws the ball down the field, and Caven Taylor went up and got it over 3 defenders. Outstanding catch, outstanding play.
They're trying to catch Kennedy on their heels with the quick snap, but a flag flies. I think this could be on the Cougars.
Substitution infraction on the defense. Half the distance to the goal.
That'll march the ball up to, I believe, the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to just power this one into the end zone. Assistant coaches and coordinators are fired up on the Santa Ma sideline. Connor Darr has been able to move the chains with some power runs in the backfield. We'll see if they feed him. Late substitution by John F. Kennedy. Coach L. Page is on the field trying to call a timeout and gets one for Kennedy. A stop here would be significant for the Cougars. They're going to try and rally the troops, but Santa Ma is in great position, knocking on the door.
Santa Ma now has life. After the great play by Babin to Taylor, they have life. Inside the 5-yard line. You have to punch it in, but again, Garrett, you don't want to waste too much time. Sometimes when you get inside the 5-yard line, you think you have all day to score. You don't. They need to punch in as quick as possible and see if their defense can get a quick 3 and out and get the ball back into their hands.
The offensive coordinator, Seth Babin, whose son Cooper is the quarterback. I think what they're trying to do is make sure that they're clean on these plays, get it into the end zone, and make it a 1-possession game. Look at this play on 4th down. Had to have it. Caven Taylor, the junior, came down with it.
I'm pretty sure Caven Taylor is either a small forward or shooting guard in the basketball team. Caught the ball at the high point, something that you teach receivers since Pop Warner football.
1st and goal at the 3. Connor Darr in the backfield. That's kind of a misdirection snap. It goes into the hands, though, of Carson Sheets, and the senior powers into the end zone for an apparent touchdown.
Now that's how you become creative.
That's how you become a local legend. Carson Sheets, nobody knew who he was coming into this specific drive. It's into his hands, he holds onto it, and stays into the end zone.
Don't know if it's intentional or if it hit him and it hit the ground. Doesn't matter, he gets in the end zone.
Chance to make it a 7-point game. Fierro gets it up and does. 28-21. The senior comes through when they had to have it. Carson Sheets drug 2 men into the end zone with him. 50 yards of Cooper Babin's passing totals came on this drive. He has 187 yards passing this evening. He has helped draw his team within 1.
Absolutely.
1 score.
Absolutely. Santa Ma team now has some life. Now defensively, one thing you have to do is make sure that you keep Dansburg inside the pocket. Don't let him break contain. Play gap sound football. Play with the lane integrity. If you do that, you put yourself in a position to be successful. A lot of times against a running quarterback like that, you try to make a play. You want to make a play, but it's not about making a play. It's about playing on one accord and playing on a string defensively to make sure that he doesn't hurt you with his legs.
If Sanama didn't have such a good defense a year ago, I might think about an onside kick here and trying to keep the ball out of Darrensburg's hands. They had 5 opponents last year that scored 1 touchdown or less against them. But tonight, Darrensburg has shown when the chips are down, he can get the yardage to move the chains. You just got to have a defensive showing right now for the Gators. It is an onside kick. Not the best onside kick, but flags fly. Didn't give your teammates much of a chance on Hand's team there.
No, you didn't.
False start on the kicking team. Mark it off 5 yards and re-kick.
Tried to catch him off guard there. But you got to be perfect when you're running across the line. You can't move until the ball is put in play by the kicker.
It's 7 minutes in a ball game. I wouldn't do that. Put 7 minutes in a ball game. Obviously, you're down 1 score because if you don't get, say you don't get the onside kick, now. And Kennedy does recover the ball, they're going to get the ball on the plus side of the field with a dangerous quarterback. So I would try to kick the ball length of the field and make them drive the length of the field and have your defense play and see if you get a stop.
I don't think it's going to be an onside kick part 2, but we shall see. Fierro pooches this one. It'll be fielded at the 20, no, out of the hands of Strouder. Strouder trying to recover, finds a lane, he's still on his feet, and is brought down just shy of the 45-yard line.
Jonathan Strouder on the return for the Cougars. They have a 1st and 10.
So a huge moment coming up for the Gator defense. Let's see him make something out of nothing here.
Yep. Little pooch punt. Again, Kennedy still has a great field position because of the offside penalty, and they still have a good field position. They would have kicked the ball off, maybe kicked in the end zone, and allow your defense to play football.
One of the members of Sanama on the special teams looks to have a cramp in his left leg. Hey, Friday night in the boot for the first time ever. You can see the online scoreboard show Fridays at 11 p.m. on the LHSAA network. A 1-hour football highlight show that covers the entire state from Bossier to the Bayou. Friday night in the boot. Make sure and catch it every Friday night this fall, starting at 11 p.m. on LHSAA Network.
And the player that's down is number 24, Donald Gonbers. They're starting cornerback, so it's going to be interesting to see if they attack, if John F. Kennedy does attack that side of the field where he was playing, has been playing all night.
Schonberg's a big guy at corner, 6'2", 170 pounds. He will walk off under his own power. So the defense for Sanama will face a stiff test here, trailing a touchdown. They've got to get the ball back and quickly from Amani Darrensburg and John F. Kennedy. Again, Coach Elpage telling us he's trying to become a regular contender in 5A. A lot of folks don't remember Kennedy football. The school actually went dark after Hurricane Katrina came back around 2018, and the football team has been so good at spreading the name and spreading the story of John F. Kennedy High School. Now down at Gentilly. Flag before we get the first play off on this drive.
Dead ball. False start. Number 12.
That'll make it 1st and 15 now for the Cougars, and a little more pressure on Darrensburg to show up here. If it's 1st and 15, can you pin your ears back a little bit on defense? Or like you said, he's a running quarterback. You got to make sure you don't blow by him on a blitz.
Absolutely not. Do not pin your ears back. Play base defense. Keep everything in front.
It was the wide receiver called for it, Kingston Jones. Darrensburg looking at 1st and 15. Nice catch over the middle by James Evans. Finally brought down after a nice gain. Those are the chunk plays that are so damaging to Santa Ma's hopes right now.
Great read that time by Dansberg. There's an RPO option. Obviously, he saw the linebacker creep up, threw the ball over the top, completes Evans for a first down.
That is a Farm Bureau first down, 17 yards on the catch by James Evans, the senior wideout. Jones and Evans at wideout at the bottom of your screen. Omarion Brown in the backfield. Keeper for Darrensburg. Overthrows his intended target. He wasn't 10 yards away, and L. Page is hot. That's the kind of play you got to make if you're the senior QB.
Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cougars.
On a play like that, if you hit him and he makes the catch, it's more manageable. It's like 2nd and 5. Right now, you're looking at 2nd and 10 on the incomplete pass.
And I think the reason the coach is so upset because you do complete that pass, you at least get yourself in a position to make a play. It's one-on-one, and I think he likes that matchup.
And the clock keeps rolling, too, if you stay in bounds. Handoff to Brown. Brown loses it. A flag did fly before he lost it. Santa Ma recovers the fumble, and it's Gator football. This place is as loud as I've heard it all night. An opportunity for Santa Ma now with the ball and 6:20 remaining. We do still need to see what the flag is.
Once again, that new number for tonight's fourth quarter gift certificate.
Nice job by our officials tonight. We'll get the clarification now.
Personal foul, face masking on the defense.
If that's after the turnover, then that can be enforced and the ball stays with Santa Ma. But if it's prior to the turnover, it's Cougar ball.
But look, they threw the flag during the play, though.
Yep. Darrensburg and the offense were on the field.
Yeah. Let's see. Gets upfield right here. Don't see any. Well, the flag was up before the ball came out.
Credit 49, Evan Williams. He jars this thing loose. Williams, the senior, thought he had forced a turnover. But with the face mask call, this should be the offense back out on the field for Kennedy. Well, the Gator fans were jazzed up for a moment.
They were. I want to see the replay again. I want to see where the face mask actually took place. I couldn't see nothing from that angle. So right here, this is the gap. I don't see a face mask, Garrett. I'm not sure.
I thought on the first replay I saw, which is kind of like a high end zone look, you had one of the linemen might have gotten another lineman's face mask, and that's what they called. There seems to be a little indecision on the field. Kennedy can't figure out if they're on offense or not. Keep walking towards the sideline. I think that's it there in the middle by Jacoby Davis.
It's not a face mask, hands to the face. Okay, so anytime a D lineman, you can't put your hands to the face, so it's not a face mask. It's hands to the face, which obviously is a penalty. So that will overturn the fumble.
I'll tell you what, man, give some credit to Calvin Grant, the senior center. He's been dealing with Jacoby Davis all night. Coach Oliver has his defense back out on the field. So the personal foul will bring the ball inside the 30. Kennedy in good field position, and they have the first down with 6:20 to go. You know, sometimes, you know, defensive linemen, offensive linemen, they're going to get tangled up. You know, that is a debilitating flag, though, that they have earned for Santa Ma. It has put Kennedy in great field position. Can't make that kind of mistake late in the game with the match on the line. Derensburg keeps it and gets wrapped up in the backfield. Tackle for loss by Gavin Hebert, the senior. They need 3 more plays just like that if they're going to have a chance.
And I don't want Jacoby Davis to beat himself up on that play. Anytime you're in the trenches like that, your hands can be all over the place. So don't beat yourself up. Go to the next play and keep going.
We'll take a quick break and we come back. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Cougars. Welcome back to the pit, where the home faithful are trying to rally their defense here late in the ball game. John F. Kennedy with the lead, 28-21. They've got the ball 1st and 11 on the 16-yard line. If the Gators can get a stop, Derry, they've got a chance here, especially with Cooper Babin throwing the ball the way he has tonight.
Absolutely.
Amant Derensburg, who's rushed for over 200 yards this evening, has the ball 1st and 11.
No safety help in the middle of the field. Let's see if Kennedy takes advantage of that. And they do.
Quick catch made by Evans. Can't get any yards after the catch. He's brought down at the 10.
Derensburg is going to wish he had that play back.
Flags came in a little bit late, and I believe they're on Kennedy.
Unsportsmanlike, 55 on the offense.
Calvin Solomon, the junior tackle, called here. Let's take a look. The pile up on the end. There's 55 dragging a player off his man, and that'll draw the flag. I'm not sure his coaches are going to have a problem with that on film.
No, I mean, it's just one of those things. He's being protective of his player.
It did stop the clock on the running, on the catch and tackle. So the ball moved back to the 26-yard line. It's 3rd and 11. Excuse me, 3rd and 22, ball on the 26. You can see the band going crazy for Sanama in the background. John F. Kennedy is going to call a timeout and think this one over on 3rd down. Huge moment in the ball game. Our game tonight is brought to you by Coca-Cola, real magic. By MMR, building on a tradition of success. By Ochsner and the Ochsner Andrews Sports Medicine Institute. And by Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation, the voice of Louisiana agriculture. John F. Kennedy trying to improve to 3-0 on the season. They have the lead and the ball. Sanama trying to carve out their first win. They lost their home opener to Byrd, and then their game against Cecilia, who was last year's runner-up in the Superdome, got canceled due to Hurricane Francine. Just their 2nd game of the year here in week 3. I think it's 4-down territory, of course, for JFK. You don't get it here, you might try and run again. And you do have a weapon in Nayoun Laline, the kicker. You like to get him a little bit closer, though, and make it a 2-possession ball game.
It's like Sanama went another look this time. They had 2 high safeties. On the last possession, Derensburg missed 2 wide receivers open the end zone. They had no safety help. Obviously, I think that's the look that they wanted. He went to his first read and just threw it. If he would look his eyes down the field, He had a wide open, 2 receivers in the end zone for a touchdown that possibly could have put this game away. I think Santa Maria defense saw that, so now they're going to 2 high safeties to make sure that doesn't happen again. And look, all night they've been throwing the ball up, so you never know what might happen if you throw it up for a jump ball.
Both the coaches, Coach LePage and Coach Oliver, these guys have known each other for almost a quarter of a century. Coach LePage says that Oliver was not his recruiter when he was at Carver and getting ready to go to Tulane, but he come check on me every couple of weeks. Third down, 22 to go for the Cougars. Pressure coming, throw over the middle, intercepted! Santa Ma's got the ball in their hands, and in Miette out at the 35-yard line, and Santa Ma's got breath. Huge play, and the fans are on their feet at the pit. Was the throw off target a little bit? What led to this deflection?
It was. Obviously, hit him right in the chest. You probably got to make that play. Something to land. Pilot once back. Obviously, number 21, Aiden Millett. Miette was right on the spot for the interception and gives the Santa Maria offense a room to work with.
The 6-foot junior back never gave up on that play. He motors forward and gives Santa Maria good field position here on what needs to be a game-tying drive with 5:26 left.
Absolutely. And look, for Santa Maria, now you're in position to be more patient now. Obviously, 5 minutes left. Run your offense, execute. Try not to turn the ball over or make any mistakes and see if you can drive the ball down the field.
If Santa Maria is able to come back, those 2 penalties on that last drive by Kennedy, those are going to be killers for them. Down the sideline to Babin, wide open, and the catch is made by Myers. How about that hookup? Reed Myers already with a 29-yard touchdown catch this evening. Him and Babin are in lockstep.
Obviously, they've been running that screen all night. This time they fake the screen, hit the wheel route down the sideline for Santa Maria first down.
That's a Farm Bureau first down for Santa Maria. They get it all the way up to the 27-yard line.
Substitution infraction on the defense. First down.
That'll move it up to the 21-yard line. Substitution. Second time tonight they've called that on the Cougars. Kennedy, with a nice performance tonight, is in danger of losing a win. Now 1st and 5 for Babin. Play action. That one's in and out of the hands of Caven Taylor, who had that huge pickup on 4th down to get them into the end zone earlier. The coverage by James Evans.
Right here trying to give it to Taylor. Ball's a little bit on the inside, but again, it's still second and manageable. See if they can get to the sticks.
Cooper Babin and Santa Maria trying to author a signature comeback win. Connor Darr, it's a play fake. Babin keeps it and almost had room to run into the end zone if not for a shoestring tackle.
Right here on the read option, great stiff arm by Cooper Babin. Getting upfield for 3rd and short.
Nathan Thomas might have just saved a touchdown with that tackle. Now 2nd and 1. I would be surprised if Connor Darr gets a handoff here. Darr, left side, maybe draws a face mask. He's got more, motoring forward for the first down.
First down, Gators.
Right here by Darr, good tough run. Looks like they almost had a face mask. Good tough run, picks up the first down for Santa Maria.
Darr powers that one up to the 13-yard line. The Santa Maria fans here at the pit can feel it. They're looking to tie this ball game up. Here's a direct run by Babin. Throws his shoulder into the defender, and the clock will run.
Garrett, Cooper Babin's been in the weight room this offseason. First is stiff arm, then he lowers the shoulder and runs over a defender.
Does not shy away from contact.
If I'm a teammate of Cooper Babin, and I see my quarterback landing on the line like he just did right here, again, the read option again, gets downfield and lowers the boom. I squat and clean too, Cooper Babin. That's what he's telling me.
The Gators can still get a first down if they get the ball to the 3-yard line. This is 1st and 7. Here comes some pressure by the Cougars, and Dar is brought down. Tackle in the middle of the field by Calvin Sparrow. Sparrow, the Grambling commit. Coach says you can put him anywhere. Defensive end, he can run, he's physical. Made a good stop there, but the clock continues to run in John F. Kennedy's favor. No gain on the play, still 2nd and 7. Does Babin take a shot in the end zone here? To Taylor, it's deflected at the line. Taylor on his route on the near sideline would have been open.
He had Taylor on the option route. John F. Kennedy did a great job of getting their hands up when the ball was in the air.
Sparrow's wingspan, he got a wing up there and deflected it.
He had Taylor on the option route.
So the clock stops. Now 4th and 7. Sparrow coming up big here in the back end of this game.
It's the small things that wins football games. If Sparrow just ran free, didn't put his hands up, it's a possibly a walk-in for a touchdown for Santa Monica.
Huge play for the Gators. Babin, time to throw into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Connor Dar! A 1-point ball game and what action on 4th down we've seen tonight by Babin.
Great job of Babin getting Dar out the backfield. Miscommunication on defense from Kennedy to let him wide open. Looks like they caught him in man coverage. Touchdown Dar. It looks like Santa Monica is going to go for the win and go for 2-point conversion, see if they can take a lead.
3rd touchdown pass of the night for Cooper Babin. Couldn't have come at a better time. It's 28-27. Derry, when it comes to 2-point conversions, what are your favorite type of plays? Do we go with Cooper Babin? I mean, obviously he can run the ball, but do you like the kind of bootleg out and try and find a seam and dive into the end zone? Do you like passing plays? What are your favorite?
Passing plays, you want to get somebody in motion, right? So they call it a sonic motion or jet motion to get somebody moving, to get the defense moving and discombobulated. And when you do that, quick snap, I will roll Babin out on the edge, give him an option to run it or pass it. If you can remember the 2-point conversion 2 years ago with Jaden Daniels, hit Mason Taylor in the end zone. There was a lot of motioning. They snapped the ball, gave Jaden Daniels an option to run it or pass it. I think this is you right here.
I believe they called that the arrow route that beat Saban in the Tide. Babin tonight, 236 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. To go up, Babin flushed out of the pocket, backing up. Now he surveys the field for the win. Caught! Touchdown! Kevin Taylor! Santa Monica goes up 29-28. Cooper Babin is ice cold. Nothing rattles this guy on 4th down. 2-point conversions. He's got the moxie to make it happen.
I've been extremely impressed with Cooper Babin tonight. His poise, his moxie, his leadership, never giving up on a play. Obviously, it's a 2-point conversion. Keeps his eyes down the field. You don't want to throw the ball away. 2-point conversion, throws in the back of the end zone. Taylor comes up with another big play.
Babin was chased by Kellen Hall, and like you said, he recovers.
He did. Kept his eyes down the field, got his shoulder squared to the line of scrimmage to be able to deliver a strike to Taylor.
No bigger pass tonight from Cooper Babin than that one to the junior, Kevin Taylor. We are due an amazing finish in this ball game. We hope you're really enjoying the LHSAA Network Game of the Week. Sandoval got out to the early lead, Derry, and then we just started calling Amant Darrensburg's name. They were able to move the chains. They scored on a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, and it was kind of the JFK show. But now Sandoval has rallied back from a 2-touchdown deficit to take the lead.
Absolutely. They stayed in the ball game, kept the composure, and now they have a 1-score lead.
Fierro puts a boot into this one. And that one almost went through the uprights. They are juiced up on the Gators sideline. A flag flies late on that kickoff return. Fantastic Thursday night here in Ascension Parish. Flags all over the field, right around the 20 and 30-yard line. Don't want the laundry to mar the game at this point. 2:27 remaining. The numbers for Babin, I mean, he's going to be in consideration for Player of the Week across the state, the way that he rallied them back. 3 touchdown passes.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on the return team, number 18. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on the return team, number 18. 2 unsportsmanlike, he's done for the day.
Walter Peters must leave the ball game. We haven't called his name tonight. But Peters, the junior wide receiver playing on special teams, headed to the sideline.
And that's a mistake that you don't want to make. Now you put your offense at a disadvantage to try to drive the length of the field with just a little over 2 minutes left. The coaches definitely have to correct that. I know they're not happy.
So John F. Kennedy and their senior quarterback, Amant Darrensburg, backed up at the 5-yard line. They trail by 1.
Now, isn't it ironic? First quarter, same type of situation, back up the end zone. Now you give Sandoval a chance to redeem themselves with having JFK backed up into the end zone to see if they can make a play and not allow Darrensburg to get outside the pocket and make a play like he did in the first quarter.
That was their first touchdown of the game, a 95-yard run. Looking at the scoreboard, neither team has a timeout remaining. 2:27 left. In the end zone, comes out throwing and doinks it off number 45, who was in coverage, Clarence Jackson. Incomplete pass will stop the clock. Well, he's had success tonight finding James Evans, finding Jonathan Strouder, both of them with touchdown catches this evening. He hasn't really been able to target Kingston Jones too much, but Amant Darrensburg tonight, 150 yards passing, 208 yards rushing. The pit at Sandoval, as loud as we've heard it tonight. And a delay of game going to be called on the Cougars. They can't back them up much more than that.
I know sometimes defensively you get kind of juiced up because the momentum's on your side, and what you want to do, you want to bang the house. Again, I wouldn't do that. Just play base defense, 3-4 down linemen, zone coverage, keep everything in front.
Darrensburg is backed up halfway into his own end zone. Here comes the pressure, caught at the 1-yard line. Jonathan Strouder will get credit for the forward progress. A player for Sandoval's defense is down. I don't know if a cramp popped up in his back or if he took a hit. How close was this to being a safety?
Extremely close.
Caught at the 1.
Dangerous play call to call a screen on your own 1-yard line, but great play by Sandoval.
Brody Meyer, who is a sophomore defensive back, down on the field right now. The High School Spotlight is in its second season and airs live on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on the LHSAA Network live channel. The High School Spotlight features all the top stories in high school athletics from around the state in all the sports. We hope you'll catch it on the LHSAA Network. Beautiful setting here at the pit. 5 from Sandoval. A full moon shines down on the gridiron. And Sandoval, who was down 2 touchdowns in the second half, has run off 15 unanswered to take the lead, 29-28. Third down and 13 to go. The ball's on the 2-yard line. No timeouts remaining. Kennedy needs to answer here. Derensburg looking to pass. Throws this one up. And it's caught. Still on his feet. Racing down the far sideline is Evans. Can he stay up? Evans steps out of bounds at the 12-yard line, and John F. Kennedy covers 80 yards just like that.
Well, Derensburg does it again. Puts his Superman cape on. Throws it downfield. Evans has made play after play tonight. Great catch and run. Now he puts Kennedy in a great position to take the lead in this ball game.
Not just did they get out of the end zone and move the chains, they're now in field goal range, and they've got a good kicker in Nayoon Leline. Trailing by 1. They have options here with 1:55 remaining. Not sure if this is a hydration break, but what an amazing play in his own end zone. Derensburg had that vision down the field and just led his receiver perfectly.
Absolutely. Stayed with it. Didn't panic. Obviously, a lot of times, a lot of quarterbacks, they panic when they're backed up into the end zone like that. He didn't do that. And kudos to that offensive lineman as well. It's so easy to get a holding call and get a safety as well. Kept a clean pocket. Kept his eyes on the field and made a great pass to Evans.
86 yards on this pickup, Derek.
Right here again, offensive lineman, clean pocket, perfect throw, and a great catch by Evans.
Schomburg went up in coverage, maybe trying to make the pick, and lost his footing when he came down. Great job by Sandoval's defensive backs just to chase down Evans and not give him a clear line to the end zone to win it.
Yep.
How is this game going to finish up? Derensburg back out on the field. Two passing touchdowns on the night. He's also run one in himself for the Cougars. A 400-plus yard night of offense for Amani Derensburg. His team trails by 1. Derensburg, and flags fly. Don't know if that was a designed run for him to kind of naked bootleg around the left end, but the penalty's coming.
I guess maybe a neutral zone infraction on Sandoval.
Dead ball, encroachment, number 5 on the defense.
Caleb Ricks a little too close to the line of scrimmage there at corner. They've got him lined up right now against Nayoon Leline at the top of your screen. First down, 5 to go. They can still get a first down if they get to the 2-yard line. Clock running. Derensburg swallowed up by the offense of Sandoval. Leading the charge, guess who? Evan Williams. He's been busy all night.
Been extremely impressed with Evan Williams. Great linebacker play. Can run, he's physical. Great leadership capabilities again. He reads clouded to clear, gets downhill, squares up, makes a wonderful play.
Swarming play by the defense, but they didn't have to blitz. They just kind of read where Darrensburg was going and converged on him. Nice play as the clock runs. I don't know if JFK is going to get this ball off with still a minute on the clock. 4 wide set. Man in the backfield is Omarion Brown. Low snap and trying to push the ball forward is Darrensburg. I think we're getting a little chippy here at the end of the game, but I think they might be lining this up for a field goal to win it, Derek.
I think so.
Clock running now under 50.
Quarterback seems trying to position the ball, try to get it where the kicker likes it.
One of the players had a helmet come off. Believe he's got to leave the field. Looked to be a wide receiver for JFK. Darrensburg tonight has done it all on offense.
They got to hurry up.
3rd and 6. They'll go for the game-winning field goal now. Nayoon puts it up, and it's good. John F. Kennedy takes the lead, 31-29. The 86-yard hookup between Darrensburg and James Evans leads to a game-winning field goal. Well, a lot of credit to the Kennedy Cougars, who were backed up into their own end zone with about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to play. They didn't give up.
Nope.
They got down the field, kicked the go-ahead field goal. Just inside that far right upright. Nayoon knew it right after it went off his foot. And the senior, who's been kicking for 3 years, puts their team in position to win it here on the road.
Talk about a chaotic field goal as well. The play clock is running down. They're rushing the field. And so for Nayoon to keep his composure and still get that ball off is incredible by the senior football player.
Coach L. Page poised to take the Cougars to 3-0 for the 2nd season in a row. After the catch, got to see everybody in line, and that'll be a clean kickoff. Clock will run now. Timothy Johnson running with it, goes out of bounds. They'll say 6 seconds left on the clock. Neither team with a timeout left. And I mean, you need a pass just to get yourself to midfield to have a chance for a 1-second heave. We'll see if Sandoval can do that, or if it's time for the gadget play right now to try and win it.
May do some type of hook and ladder. Obviously, you don't want to throw in the middle of the field. The game will be over with. They have no timeouts. Possibly, if you can get a quick out route to the sidelines to get out of bounds with 6 seconds. Don't know if it's enough time to do that. Let's see if they try to do a hook and ladder or make a miracle happen. Crazier things have happened on Thursday Night Football, dude, so you never know.
Tied 14 at the half. Kennedy has outscored them 17-15 here in the 2nd. Babin rolls out. Game's final play. Throws it up towards midfield. A flag flies. It'll be caught by Kennedy. We'll have to wait what the officials say on the flag flying. Could be an untimed down for Sandoval.
Holding on defense, number 33. We will have one untimed down.
So they'll move the ball up to about the 25-yard line. Can the Sandoval Gators go 75 yards in one play and break Kennedy's heart? Babin's going to head back out. Talk to me about defense here right now.
Oh, just make the tackle.
You got to account for every man in motion.
Just make the tackle. Just make the tackle.
Long shot down the field by Brody Kernan. It's intercepted at the 30. Another flag is on the field. I think he threw the ball past the line of scrimmage, and that could account for the end of the ball game.
Illegal forward pass on the offense. Penalty is declined. Ball game.
Congratulations to the Cougars of John F. Kennedy, a winner here, 31-29. Coach Linares L. Page comes away with the win and stays undefeated. Unfortunately, Sandoval, after a heroic effort, especially in the second half, falls to 0-2 on the season. Post-game show rolls on the other side of this break. Stay with us. You're watching the Game of the Week on the LHSAA Network.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute. There's a flag on the play!
Buying online is easy, but not when it comes to buying medications. Counterfeit pills and other illicit substances are being laced with fentanyl. Kids are dying from these fake pills. Fentanyl is 50 times stronger than heroin. A lethal dose is smaller than a pencil point. Worse yet, medical professionals can't tell the difference between real pills and their counterfeits. Don't take anything that doesn't come from your doctor. Buying online can leave you flatlined.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
We've gone final here for the LHSAA Network Game of the Week. John F. Kennedy rallies to win in the fourth quarter. 31-29 your final at the pit. Welcome in high above the field in the press box, Garrett Walver, Derry Beckwith. Derry, a fantastic showing. 32 points combined scored in the fourth quarter. This is a heck of a game.
Absolutely. Kudos to both football teams to continue to fight, never give up. Sandoval being down 2 scores, got back in the game, took the lead, and for John F. Kennedy being backed up on their own 2-yard line to make a play. Dansburg to Evans has been a strong connection all day long. Came in with the victory. Be a nice ride back home to Gentility tonight.
Should be a good bus ride back. Let's take a look at some highlights from tonight's ball game. Exceptional quarterback play on both sides of the field.
Absolutely. Look, Cooper Babin was outstanding tonight. First drive of the game, gets a touchdown to his wide receiver. Great connection. Timothy Johnson for a 68-yard touchdown.
Darrensburg can answer the call, and he does it with his legs this time, 95 yards.
Absolutely. Looked like a Lamar Jackson taking it off down the field, gets to the end zone using his legs.
1 touchdown rushing tonight for Darrensburg. He would throw 3 touchdowns as well. Sandoval is going to go back up in the ballgame, though. Babin back to work.
Absolutely. Babin again to Reed Mayers. Same play that he got Johnson on for another touchdown.
Then Jonathan Strouder in the kickoff game is going to get loose, and nobody's going to catch him.
Special teams was special tonight for JFK. This is a big play in the football game.
At that point, it ties us up at 14 apiece. Second half action. They'll go into the end zone again. This is a fantastic catch. And again, Darrensburg just looked unstoppable in that third and fourth quarter.
He did. Right here, the corner route against the receiver Strouder making the play.
Babin would not be denied. This on fourth down, gotta have it, and they get it up towards the 5-yard line.
It's one of the best plays of the night. Cooper to Taylor goes up and gets the football.
They had to have this one too. They go for it, and the win. They get the 2-point conversion. Fantastic showing there by Carson Sheets. And then Derensburg's pass is intercepted, and Kennedy's thinking all is lost at this point. Santa Maria could just run the clock out, but that wasn't the case.
No, it was not the case. Obviously, Cooper Babbitt again hits his running back dart out the backfield for a touchdown, and then converts right here for a two-point conversion. Incredible play. It was incredible plays all night tonight from both sides, and again, hits Taylor in the back of the end zone to take the lead.
Caven Taylor had this place going nuts, and then they did a good job on kickoff to put them all the way back in their own end zone. And then look at this, 86 yards. Evans again.
Dansburg to Evans connection was strong tonight. They were dialed in, they were locked in and focused. Another big play.
How about Andon Miette, who saved that touchdown? Extra point is, the field goal is good by Nayoon, and his team takes the lead 31-29. We have a chance to take a look at final stats for the ball game. First downs even at 11 apiece. The rushing yards certainly favored JFK, and the passing yards good for both.
Absolutely. Obviously, I think the key in this game was the rushing yards for John F. Kennedy for over 200 rushing yards, 233 passing yards. So the rushing yards was a difference, especially with Dan Bird hurting them outside the pocket with his legs.
So the win for Amani Derensburg and John F. Kennedy. The Cougars now 3-0. We appreciate you joining us tonight on the LHSAA Network's Game of the Week. For my broadcast partner, Derry Beckwith, and all of our crew, I'm Garrett Walbert. We'll see you next week for Catholic New Iberia and Notre Dame, the Pios, on the network. You're watching the Game of the Week on the LHSAA Network.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.